Everyone talks about the ThemeForest millionaires, but almost nobody shows the real author cut, the 50% fees, or how long it actually takes to see money as a solo WordPress theme dev. So let's strip this down and see if this is still a solid side hustle in 2024. Here's the catch right up front. ThemeForest can send you a ton of buyers, but according to Envato's own author terms, you only earn the item price part of the list price, less an author fee from their rate schedule, and that fee applies no matter how good you are unless you have a separate written deal with them. One WordPress theme author shared that as a beginner, they generated $426 in ThemeForest sales, but only received $419.05 after Envato market commissions and taxes, which means more than 2/3 of the headline sales number never touched their bank account. That gap comes from Envato's author fee schedule, which shows non-exclusive authors pay a flat 55% of the item price as Envato's author fee, while exclusive authors pay between 12.5% and 37.5% depending on total sales. And a Freemius analysis explains that for long-term exclusive authors, that works out to roughly a 30% commission after you pass about $74,000 in gross sales. So if you sell a theme for $59 as a new exclusive author, Envato can take around 50% at first, taxes shave off more, and you might pocket roughly $25 to $30 per sale, which feels fine when sales are flowing, but hurts when sales are slow and support is heavy. Now let's talk earning ranges, because there is real money for a slice of authors. Envato published data showing that 50% of all WordPress themes on ThemeForest have made at least $1,000 in a month, 25% at least 2, 515% at least 10, 000 for a single month of sales. That same data means half of themes have never hit $1,000 in a month, and only 5% have broken $10,000 in a month. So the odds are you won't be in the top tier. And a Freemius WordPress themes analysis calculated that an average theme sold exclusively on ThemeForest might generate about $598 in net author earnings over 10 years before taxes, which sounds big until you divide it by 10 and see it's roughly 11,000,000 a year for the average long-haul theme. On paper, ThemeForest is huge, with a guide noting over $286 million in annual sales, more than 10,000 themes, and touching 43.6% of WordPress sites. But that same guide warns a recent algorithm update caused a 40% revenue drop for one creator, which shows how exposed you are if Envato tweaks search or the homepage and your theme slips. A WordPress product business blog makes a smart point that Envato's move to a 50% author fee is not just a platform tax. It is basically your marketing budget that Envato spends for you. And as categories get crowded, each theme gets weaker visibility. So creators are paying more for less exposure compared to the early days. This is why some authors who have made six figures, like the one who reported earning $116,000, are now dropping ThemeForest, not because it can't pay, but because they do not control pricing changes. Search rankings or review rules and every algorithm tweak can hit their income harder than any bug in their code. So here is the honest side hustle angle. Treat ThemeForest as a traffic source and proof of concept, not your whole business, which means you publish 1 or 2 polished themes there to tap into buyer demand, while you quietly build your own brand site and alternate sales channels for the same product line. Step 1, pick a narrow problem and build a theme that solves it cleanly, like a fast niche theme for local gyms or a simple booking-friendly layout for photographers, so you stand out in a crowded catalog instead of being yet another multi-purpose mega theme fighting giants. Step 2, launch exclusively on ThemeForest first to tap their buyer stream, except that they will take around 30 to 50% in fees at the start according to their author fee schedule, and use the first 50 to 100 customers as your research base, watching support tickets, reviews, and refund reasons like a hawk to tighten your product. Step 3, as soon as the theme is stable and the buyer profile is clear, start selling that same theme or a close variant on your own site and on other platforms where you keep more of the price. So ThemeForest becomes your top of funnel, and your own store becomes the place you send tutorial readers, YouTube viewers, and email subscribers. The real trade-off is this. If you only want a side hustle that throws off a few thousand a year and you do not want to think about marketing, ThemeForest alone can work, but if you are aiming at a serious product business, the 50% fees, the shifting algorithms, and the average 11,000 a year per theme over a decade mean you should use ThemeForest for discovery and move your main money off platform over time. If you found this breakdown useful and you want more real numbers on online product side hustles, hit subscribe and stick around, because we will keep showing where creators are actually earning and where the hidden catches live.